Huskies back again with more Seattle Bobcats GM unfranchisement commentary. Um, I recorded the video yesterday, or 2 days ago, but I don't remember what the hell we talked about in the last video. I know we're sitting at the halfway point. Team is stacked. It's sick. 95 offense, 97 defense, 93 defense. Sorry, talking about Marvel's new or Netflix's new Marvel show. Yeah, the only issue is goaltending. 86-86. Like, I wouldn't say issue. Although Carter Hart should be the starter. I have a plan I had a plan to improve my. Why did I go back to headlines? Sorry, I haven't slept in a day and a half, so I'm losing myself in my words right now. Alright, so I had a plan to bring in a goalie. I was going to try to bring in, I think it was Corpusalo from Columbus. But the value that it would take to get him, I couldn't get it to work. They wanted my entire team. So I settled on Martin Jones as my next option. He's an 88. He's 31 years old. He's on the cheap side for being an 88 overall. I'd have to re-up him. But honestly, his stats, I really don't see the point in making a trade for a goalie, especially considering we're sitting at 27, 17, and 2. How long do we have to go till the trade deadline? We have, a month? Maybe when I get to the trade deadline, I'll revisit a goalie option. But for the time being, I think I'm set with goaltending. Carter Hart and Eric Comrie are both doing fine. I said my team itself they make up for any lapse in goaltending. Like, our goal scoring is through the roof. Our defense is amazing. Our first line's struggling a little bit, but I think I mentioned in the last video that's because the second line really came to life. So if I get all four lines rolling at the same time, I don't think this team is stoppable. I really don't. Between the defense and the offense is starting to click, I'd like to see one of those second line guys. Like, I'd like to see Goalie really start to make a name for himself as a goal scorer in that second line. But Panarin and Monahan's struggling a little bit, but he's really there for his two-way play more than his point production. He's making 6.3, so he should be there for point production, whereas Goodolman's making 4 and Panarin's making 5. So ideally he should be up there. But if I look at his, don't you let me down by looking at the stat. If I look at faceoff percentage, he's 56% in this faceoff dot. That's insane. Carlson's 53%. He's my third line center. Our centers, aside from Scheifele, who's, he's at a real measly 49% in comparison. Like, Cole Castle's at 51%. Our faceoff numbers are great, and that's exactly what you need in order to play two-way hockey. Carlson, he should lead the team in takeaways. He's third in takeaways. I think the other guys are only up there because of ice time. So yeah, he brings plenty of intangibles. And I went to that screen to show the goalie stats, and I didn't even go to the goalie stats. Really need to go to bed. Alright, goalies. Let's see. So Carter Hart, 20-10-1, 229. Eric Comrie, 7-7, 231. Both save percentages are 920. I'm rounding up. 4 shutouts. I think Carter Hart's going to get even better if he gets a full year as a starter. I think he'll hit 86, 87, 88. He's already 86. But yeah, let's get back to the sim. We're second in the Central Division right now behind the Wild. And we have 2 games in hand on them. I think I did that math right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I did the math right. So we have plenty of games to catch them, and we really kind of come together here. But if I make a trade for a goaltender, I'm not entirely sure what I would want to trade. I love having that Um, that contract that Comrie has, he's an 86 overall goalie, and I had him locked up at 6 years for 1.6 million. Like, he makes nothing against my cap, and a he's a starting goalie on most teams probably. But the thing I would do is, because this team's kind of lacking in poise with Monahan, Kachuk, Lemieux, Kasperi Kapanen. How old are you? 24? You're a minor scoring forward? You know, I'm going to grab him. He's going to sit in the AHL. Lance Boma? I don't think I want Lance Boma. Sorry, Calgary. Yeah, I don't need a grinder. But yeah, if I make a trade for a goalie, it'd be for a veteran presence because the team is rather young. I traded away my 3 veteran presences aside from... No, I traded all of them. I don't really have a vet on this team aside from maybe... I guess Trouba's a vet. I don't want Chase on either. I'm trying to give me your bottom 6. My bottom 6 is really good. It's my top 6 that are struggling a little bit, but we're starting to win games here. But I keep getting off topic. If I make a trade for a goalie, it'll be for a veteran starting goaltender who would probably be a backup to Hart, but he would be quality enough to hop in if called upon. But I don't want you. Why are the Leafs putting all these guys on waivers? But I think we'll be, honestly, come playoff time. Like I said, this is a President's Trophy and a cup. Like, those are my expectations for this season. President's Trophy will be tough. I don't know where we're sitting at President's Trophy wise. Blake Como. I don't want Blake Como. My trade block must be bottom 6 forwards for my prospects. I don't need bottom 6 forwards. Blake Coleman. I don't need bottom 6 forward, guys. I'd change that, but we're getting close to the trade deadline, so I'm not going to bother. So we'll get to, I think the New Jersey game we'll get to, and I'll go take a look and see. Jacob Trouba is also starting to really, I think he's going to get dealt in the offseason. He's really starting to not like his ice time, which I assumed was going to happen. He's a top 4 defenseman playing third pairing minutes, and I think I have him on the penalty kill and power play, but that's just not enough. Damn, we're 4th in the division. We're 36, 22, and 4, and we're 4th in the division. We're 3 points behind the Wild with a game in hand. 96 points? Holy shit. How in the world do they have 96 points? Jesus Christ. Remind me. I have to take a look at their team, man. Alright, so we're down here. We're 3.37 goals per game. 2.4 against. So, I mean, just by those stats alone, we should be much higher. Power play's good. Penalty's great. Penalty kill. But yeah, I don't know. Like, the stats itself don't say that we're a... I mean, we're doing really well. I mean, we're 36, 24, 22, and 4. Like, they're assuming the Pacific's trash. Yeah, the Pacific's garbage. There's one good team in the Pacific, and that's it. Whereas the entire Central Division is good. I mean, even the Blackhawks and the Predators are technically close. And the Atlantic's trash, whereas the Metro is fairly decent. Fucking 96 points. I gotta look at Boston's team. I never see Boston up there. Line 64 points in 62 games. This is what I want to see. I want to see Line be that point per game guy. He's still a -2. I might have to get a 2-way forward on that first line. I don't know if I have any though. Goodolman's got 15. Brendan Lemieux's got 17. Cole Castles and Connor both have 10. Mikko Rantanen is 9. I mean, it's Scheifele 18, Panarin 18, Riley 15, Kachuk 19. Like this, there's so much scoring everywhere. This is insane. But that my top 6 is struggling to keep the puck out of the net, which is flabbergasting me because they put the puck in the net with great, consistency. Goaltending still 25, 12, and I mean, Eric Comrie's starting to really show some signs of struggle here. I mean, he's got a 925 save percentage, so he's just not getting goals when he's playing, whereas it looks like Hart is. But if it comes down, maybe I should make Comrie. Maybe I should make a trade for a veteran goalie. I want to look at Boston. Boston, 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 Boston. How do you have 96 points? Pasternak has 58, Spooner has 57, Marchand, Krejci, Bonino, Krug. How do you say what? Sinishin? I don't know. Lawson, Lipon. Like, this team doesn't scream 96 points in 60-something games to me. I don't know if that's just me, but they really don't scream out that they're one of the greatest teams in the 20th century. 21st century. Alright, Tuukka Rask is, yeah, okay. He's given up 64 goals in 38 games. That's, and Malcolm Subban's 20 and 6. And he's got a 266. God damn. Alright, so maybe that's how they're doing it. Alright, I'm at 10 minutes. Let's head over to the trade block and see if anybody has any goalies on the markets. I'm just gonna kind of whiz through. Peter Mrazek, he's an 86. Jimmy Howard's probably an 85. Goalies. He's an 81. Damn. I always forget how long I've been doing this. Cam Talbot, no. Ben Bishop, no. Andrew Hammond's probably like an 82. I think he's an 80. Steve Mason's probably an 82. He's still an 86. He's still up there. That's why I traded the Murray that they couldn't sign. It's really not much in terms of goalies. At least on the... I guess I'd probably have to look individually at goalies. I could probably get Malcolm Subban. I don't know if that really helps me, though. Like, I don't know if I make a trade for a goalie, it would have to be for an elite goaltender. It would have to be like an 88 or higher. Mrazek's an 85. Like, this would be the move. Like, I would trade Comrie for Crawford. And then Crawford would be my goalie in the playoffs. Just because he's not expected to make the... Probably not expected to be back next season. I'm just looking at goalies for the time being. Kind of flipping through, seeing if there's anybody that's kind of like a... Jonathan Quick, actually. 5.8. Jonathan Quick might not be a bad guy to try to... Let's see if I can get him. He doesn't have that high a trade value. I would have to trade Comrie. And what do you guys want? You want Connor. Only Connor. And you don't... I mean, I could give you Philadelphia's. That's way too much. I could give you my first round pick, and that probably evens it out. It does. This probably won't work. Give me a second. Second and Quick for Comrie and a first. Trade rejected. Yeah, alright. Let's change that second to a third. And see if this goes through. Damn. Alright, so let's take the draft pick away. Really? Now, it's not just me, right? I feel like doubled their trade value. Just saying. And they only want Connor. Like, they only want one player, and it's Kyle Connor. It's just Connor. What the fuck? Here, take Schneider. Boom. Do it up. Alright, there we go. Alright, so, like I said, wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do with this team. But there's our elite goalie. Even if he's only here for a year, it doesn't matter. This team is built to win this year and next year, ideally, before caps start coming into play, people start getting too good for their roles. Carter Hart's will probably be upset, but quick stats, 219, 925, 5 shutouts, 29 wins, yeah. I'm content with Quick being our goalie for the foreseeable future. And Carter Hart will be the goalie when Quick eventually retires, because Quick is 35 years old. Let me fix my rink real quick. We'll see how long the sim goes. I would like to get the rest of the season sim this video. We're only at 14 minutes, so we should be okay. Then we'll kick off the playoffs next video. Oh, I'm out of money. I'm all out. Wait, why is advertising so much? Give me that advertising money. It's not nearly as much as I thought it was. I don't get it. How are we struggling so much to make money? Do I need to raise ticket prices? I'll worry about that now. Well, we're only making $44 million in profit. I probably need to raise ticket prices. My team prestige isn't very good. How is my team prestige not very good? What? Look at my fan happiness. It's fucking through the roof. Aside from the... well, I won't get the bottom of that. I've sold out 34 games. I don't know how many home games I've played. Alright. Let's sim the rest of the season. Jonathan Quick back there. What does that make our team now? 95, 97, 92. Surprised that the goalie didn't go up more. Either way. I don't want Lance Boma, Calgary. Stop. God damn. Oh, and I briefly mentioned the next GM I want to do in the last video. I had some mixed reviews. I mean, there were only 2 of you that said anything, so let's raise ticket prices a little bit. Let's try to make some money off of these fans. That's season tickets. Oh no, I'm not getting into all the concession prices. Oh shit, I should really be raising prices here. What the fuck? Yeah, amazing across the board. Yeah, fuck you guys. I was a new team, but now that I've got a fan base built here, y'all are gonna be paying me. Come to these games. There we go. No, fuck marketing. I think what I'm gonna do with the next GM mode, I'm actually gonna do 2 simultaneously. Because I'm having so much fun doing these. I'm gonna do Edmonton as one of them, and I'm gonna alternate days with them. So like, I don't know how I would make it up. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then maybe a double upload on Sundays, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That way, there's 4 videos for each a week. Edmonton would be one of them because I really want to do Edmonton, and then the other GM mode I would do would be a playoff now team like Anaheim, LA, the Rangers, teams that are in a prime playoff spot now. But if I don't win the cup in the first 2 years, I have to start a rebuild. So, I mean, I kind of already did that with Washington, but Washington was built for an entire like GM mode of cup runs. Like, if I didn't do anything with that team, they were built for 5 or 6 seasons. Pittsburgh would probably be... No, Pittsburgh has good young talent. Same with the Hawks. Ooh, I mean, the Hawks... The Hawks have some cap issues they run into. That's about it, though. I don't know. we still have a ways to go before I start any of that. But yeah, it would be a playoff now team. It'd be like the Sharks, maybe, or another one. I'd probably want to do an Eastern Conference to coincide with the Edmonton one I want to do. Oh, we can't get 50 wins this season. I hope we make the playoffs. I haven't checked the standings in a while. I'm assuming we made the playoffs. I hope we made the playoffs. Alright, there we go. We made the playoffs. Played the St. Louis Blues. Alright, let's go look at the season stats. Patrick Laine, point per game player. There we go. 40 goals. 42. Nice. Look at all the goals, man. This offense is just so nasty. And look at that. I didn't change anything about my top 6, and everything went up. I just made a goaltending change. And I'm actually going to look at my goaltenders. Jonathan Quick played 70 games. I think he played most of them with the other team, but 214. He had a 215 when he came here in 53 games. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could do the math, but he was sick. I'm glad we made that deal. I'm not too upset about trading him. I traded away my shitty first-round pick and Eric Comrie, who was starting to show signs of degrading, just poor performance, whereas Carter Hart was solid all year and He's perfectly fine being a backup to John Quick. All right, but anyway, 84 points, 75 points. Who was the other guy in the first line? What is my first line? Oh, it's Scheifele, duh. So 71, 75, and 84. It's pretty good. I'd like Kachuk to stay out of the goddamn box, but I'm okay with that. So they each had at least 20 goals. Excuse me. Like I said, I'd like Monahan to be more than a 43-point guy, but he was a plus 12. Face-off percentage is probably through the roof still. I can't check from that screen. Like I said, he's there for the intangibles. He's there to kill penalties. 57%. He shot the puck 1,200 times. Oh, no, that's face-offs. He shot the puck 144 times and only had 12 goals. Yeah, 12 goals. So he just had some bad puck luck. Because, I mean, look at the rest of my team. 15, 10. Like, everyone is at least at 10% aside from Patan and Seth Jones was a defenseman. I mean, Laine shot at 15%. But yeah, look at my face-offs. Scheifele 48, Monahan 57, Carlson 52, Cole Castles 51. Yeah, this team is nice. Takeaways again should be Monahan. Yep, number 2. Goalie actually is up there too. He's got surprisingly good defense for a young sniper. But as for points, Morgan Riley was 74. He was a plus 33. How many power play points did he have? Patrick Laine had 18 power play goals. Jesus. Took 275 shots. Panarin lived up to his playmaker role, kind of. He had 22 goals, which I think is the most he's scored since he's been here. Yeah, so I put him to a playmaker, and he scored more goals. Hey, whatever, man. I don't care. He's a plus 12, 43, 41 assists. Goalie, like I said, I like to see more goal scoring, but I'll give it another year before I get too hasty. Because he is a second liner, and everybody on that line scored 20 goals except for Monahan. And we had my third line, Carlson, Lemieux, and Patan. Patan, being the playmaker he is, didn't score at all, whereas Lemieux had 19 and Carlson had 15. My fourth line, Connor, Rantanen, and Castles all had 10 plus. Both were plus 15s at least. I mean, Callan Foote only had 10 points, but he had 8 goals. His accuracy is so shit. If he hit the fucking net once in a while. Yeah, how many shots did he take? He took 117 shots and 8 of them went in. 6%. Yeah, he has no accuracy. Maybe that'll get better, but I don't really care. Here's a plus 6. Travis Hamonic was a minus 2. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I signed him to a pretty big deal to be fairly reliable there. Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, wait. I don't think I have any AHLers that are worth a damn, do I? Wickman had 47. Yeah, I really don't have any AHLers I really need to keep an eye on. Yeah, I don't. I don't have any goalies either, right? No. But neither of them were very spectacular either. Oof. AHL team's struggling. Doesn't matter. Don't have anybody there. Let's see where Laine ended up in the NHL standings. Holy Ovechkin. 62 goals. 35-year-old scored 62 goals. Backstrom had 10 goals. 82 assists. Jesus Christ. Laine finished technically tied for 5th in points. It's not terrible. I mean, he's only a plus 4. Not bad. I'd like to see. I'm happy to see 40 goals though. 42 and 42. That's a nice mix. Jakob Verana. Hey, he's an 86. I've still never seen him get any higher than that. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Feel free to give me your suggestions for a playoff ready team to do in a GM mode in the future. Like I said, it's gonna be a while, but as always, leave your comments, leave a like if you enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for round 1 against the St. Louis Blues. It'll be a tough go.